Hi, I'm Evan Sohn, and I want to thank you for attending the 2009 Ira Sohn Conference. Annual attendance and financial support of the conference have exceeded our wildest dreams. It's hard to believe that what started as an experimental idea in 1995, with the first conference in 1996, attracting 50 people and $75,000, now brings together 1,100 people and $2 to $3 million annually. In recent years, we have had the opportunity to broaden our reach and impact other institutions the same way that we've been aiding Tomorrow's Children's Fund. Thanks to your continued support, the Ira Sohn Conference Foundation now funds a number of metropolitan area organizations that are doing exciting and incredible work towards the treatment and cure of pediatric cancer and other life-threatening diseases. My brother Ira died far too soon and far too young, but his legacy lives on thanks to you and the great work the foundation is doing. On behalf of the Sohn family, Doug Hirsch, Dan Neer, and the Ira Sohn Conference Foundation, we thank you.
Frida and myself are very, very close friends of Norman and Judy Sohn. And then when their son Ira became ill, they approached me and asked if we would be able to give some of the care that Ira was receiving on the pediatric ward. I went to my staff and there wasn't any hesitation. We opened up our arms to Ira, and in return, Ira and Judy and Norman opened up their arms to us.
What the Sohn Foundation has enabled us to do is to go the extra mile to make the quality of care that much better, to have the care given in settings which are attractive and somewhat uplifting. Because the worst you can imagine is to have serious illness, be scared to death with it, and then have to go to a morbid-looking place which is bedraggled. To the extent that you are in a place, in a setting, which is uplifting, inviting, your optimism increases, you have a hope, you feel better, and I believe it has some tangible effect on the state of the illness and the conduct of the illness itself.
We deal with pediatric cancer here, and there are a number of cancers that are still hard to cure. And what we have as a program is to really try to energize the body to take advantage of the immune system to fight the cancer. And that's a much gentler way to fight cancer than to use high doses of chemotherapy or radiation. So the program is really to extend and maybe cure children with these kinds of really deadly diseases. And this program is what the Sohn Foundation is really helping out.
The money that's given to the medical center here, which includes the New York Presbyterian Hospital and Weill Cornell Medical College, funds have been used, for example, for training in a specialized area of medicine. In this case, the fellowship funded, the postdoctoral fellowship funded by the Sohn Foundation will support a fellow who is receiving advanced training in pediatric hematology oncology.
In the new Joseph M. Sanzari Children's Hospital, the Ira W. Sohn Investment Conference Wing, which is a pediatric hematology oncology unit of 28 beds, service our children with cancer, bone marrow transplant, and hematologic disorders. That never could have been established without the help that we have gotten over the years through this particular foundation.
The main focus of the Sohn Conference from day one was to help us provide a program to look at the long-term and late effects of children who have survived, which is our Cure and Beyond program, which we hold off-site, because many children, after being cured, did not want to come back here. This was a painful place for them, and it was bad memories. So we've located this 5 blocks from the hospital in an office building, and the Sohn Conference pays for the entire program. That means paying the rent. We have a child life therapist there. We have a psychologist, a nurse, an APN, a psychologist, a learning consultant.
I broke my arm playing football, and the CAT scans revealed that I had a tumor here because I broke it up here. And so, well, it was something. It wasn't really a tumor necessarily. So we went to my pediatrician, and they referred us to Hackensack and said, why don't you get this checked out? So I had a biopsy, and it came back positive for Hodgkin's lymphoma. If I was just to be sitting there watching the wall for 4 hours feeling nauseous, like, I couldn't do it. So the fact that they had all these things to offer me to pass the time was great. Without that, I didn't even know.
Treatments are very strenuous, and some are painful, and some take a long period of time. Some cause loss of hair, some deplete the bone marrow, white blood cells and red blood cells. So there's side effects, and so having a positive attitude going into the treatment and throughout the treatment is an important aspect of the treatment.
We are in an era in which the ordinary places where support comes for healthcare is government and the various commercial managed care organizations. And if you rely on them, you will not have high quality. You will not be able to do the extra.
If Ira was here today, he would look at what happened through the Sohn Conference, the Tomorrow's Children's Fund, and the Tomorrow's Children's Institute. He would see the atmosphere that has been established. He would go to the ward and look and see what's going on the floor, and say, boy, every patient has a single room. It's bright. They have activities. They have staff coming in and out all the time, engaging them in play and in therapy. He would see great and state-of-the-art therapy, and he would be smiling. He would say, this is what I thought the children should have. This is something that I know, that I always believed the children could have. They had great medical care, great staff, but the facilities just weren't there. It is because of the Sohn Conference we have that. And you want to know something? Ira does know this.
Thank you, Sohn Conference.
Thank you, Sohn Conference.
Thank you, Sohn Conference.
Thank you, Sohn Conference. What you're doing is spectacular.
Thank you, Sohn Conference.
Thank you, Sohn Conference.
Thank you, Sohn Conference. Thank you, Sohn Conference.
Thank you, Sohn Conference.
Thank you, Sohn Conference.
Thank you, Sohn Conference. Thank you, Sohn Conference.